Huh?
Good attracts good.
Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the basement. Today we have a super special guest. We're doing the Dusters Around the World campaign. And today we're joined by the Sportists all the way from the Canary Islands. Look, crypto is all about community, and community is made up of people. But we've got a special story that kind of led up to why the Sportist, who is a duster, by the way, is joining us today. Everyone knows his brother Ravio from Rastalan TV, and the Sportist has continued the mission that Ravio set out. But we're going to go through all that. We're going to have a great discussion, and we're doing that live right now with our friend the Sportist from the Canary Islands. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the basement. Welcome to Duster Club.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Very happy to be here. Like a bit unexpectedly, like all of my journey in general. But yeah, thank you for letting me be here, and just honored.
Yeah, no, it's a huge deal, and you know, like I said to start out with, kind of the sequence of events that led to me and you being together right now, and all of our viewers, right, from all around the world, are pretty spectacular.
Insane.
Let's talk about a guy that I've got a lot of respect for, and that's your brother Ravio. He, was fighting cancer. I'll let you tell the story, but started a token. It's a story, I think, of courage and inspiration. So I'm going to give you the stage, and to whatever extent you'd like to talk about your brother and what kind of led up to where we are right now, and what we are doing, like you and I and a lot of other people in crypto, trying to do some good.
Well, it's a bit difficult to find where exactly to start, I guess. But basically, after we started. He started it to gather funds to support his own medications and our expenses that were piling up. Because, as he mentioned also, we were already for a while supported by a lot of other community members from the DeFi degens like Downson and his friends, like Nifty Island and other people. And just, you can just ask as much, and the people also can't help forever,
Right.
And this was a crazy moment when lots of these tokens were launching, and we consulted and said, no, fuck it, no, just we have to do something. It all happened, and the first day was actually beautiful. I made a video that about my bro, and was happy to see him back gaming, like doing things he likes, and literally the next day, or even that night, the hack happened. And that was whole other thing, and fucked up, and then he got spoofed again the next day, and we thought we lost it again. So it was like that, emotionally, and then after a while it settled a tiny bit. I mean, he still had a lot of pressure from outside, I think, but yeah, we also managed to start helping other people. That's kind of what he started. And even in the token description, it's written that he wants to travel around the world, and help people.
So your brother Ravio, and I'm going to pull up his profile here. Hold on, I'm screwed up. There we go. Give me 1 second, Mr. Sportist. I'm going to pull up his here he is. Pull up his profile for those of you who maybe aren't aware of this story, this was Ravio. This is his X profile page. He was fighting cancer, and let me get it on the full screen. There we go. So he was fighting cancer and doing it valiantly. Started a coin and to help pay for his expenses, which got a lot of support from some good people out there, no doubt about it. He was hacked. He continued to fight cancer. He somebody in the UFD community connected me with him, and I had him on as a live stream guest. I think it was back in October.
A while ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was a while ago. And I was immediately struck. I think I'm a pretty good judge of people, and I always trust my gut feeling or my instincts. And I was immediately struck, just even in interacting with him before we went live, like, this is a really good guy. This is a real legit guy. Then we did the live stream together, and definitely will be one of my most memorable live streams because he was going through cancer treatment. He was trying to schedule the live stream around a time where he thought I think it was the chemotherapy wouldn't be affecting him.
We literally had to go after he finished the interview. We went to the car and went to the hospital.
Yeah, right. So we waited and scheduled it all around. And, look, people don't want to watch me cry, but I teared up this morning thinking about it again. Like, he was a really great guy, and he loved you. You're his brother. I just got that feeling from him that when he talked about you and your mom and kind of what you guys had been through. But there were a couple things that really also touched me about his story. Like you said, he got hacked, and I won't even show the video because I know he didn't. No, I won't. No, it was horrible. It was a bad situation, like you said. But then people out there in the crypto world stepped up, like they did when it happened to me. People in the crypto world stepped up and brought things back for him. But then what your brother did that was even more, and you too, right? I mean, I know you're involved in this. I mean, kind of like maybe back then he was the face of all this, and now I know you've taken the torch. But there was also a big push to help support other people as well. And, when we talk about crypto in general, crypto, you can say crypto, right? But crypto is really about community, and community is about people and people doing good things. And there's so many good people out there. It was just really, to me, your brother still lives, right? His spirit is still here. And I just really appreciate what you guys have done and what you continue to do. And with that, I'll be quiet. I'll let you talk about that or anything else that you want to bring up right now, Sportist.
I mean, after the thing happened and we lost him, I had a couple of days to think what I want to do, what to do with the project, what I suggested and talked with some people that I respected their opinions, and some people told me to launch something new, some people told me to go away, some people told me to continue, but in the end, what made me stay, I read his description again, and I remember it in Pump Fun. Let me quote that. I think I can quote. My dream is to beat cancer and go all around the world to meet and help new people.
Yeah.
And so I want to do at least something similar, and that's what we've been trying to do as well with the project. And I've been trying to also raise awareness as much as I can over everything, give some information and tips as well on diets and stuff, and I've been trying to help financially as much as I can. But as I mentioned, not only to people with cancer, people who are just in a bad place. But at the moment, I could be doing better with the project. But I'm sure that if we'll keep doing good things, and sooner or later we'll get more eyes on it, and it's gonna be all good. But besides that, I wanted to actually ask you a couple of things, but you're kind of much more of an expert than I am at this point, and the first thing I wanted to ask is, well, we know your story of how you got into crypto and stuff, but what's the thing that made you stay?
One thing. There's only one thing, Sportist, that made me stay, and that's the people. I guess I could more broadly say the community, but the community, and I touched on this earlier, is made up of people. And it's a great question, because like on the second day after I launched UFD, I knew nothing about crypto. Really, nothing about
you
crypto.
Have choices. You can continue. You can just cash in, go away. You can do whatever, if you think about it.
Well, I'm standing outside on my porch. We have a screened-in porch, and I'm standing out there, and I look at my Phantom wallet, which I had at the time, and it said like $1.5 million, and I was like, that's like mind-blowing money to me. Okay,
obviously,
and I did what you did. I called probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 different friends. I'm like, what? And I had some people said, dump it, right? Which would be a rug pull. Dump it and go lay on a beach for a year. Some people, there was a whole broad range of recommendations. Exactly. But I knew, but I'll tell you what, I will never forget this moment. I know exactly where I was standing. I can still see it as broad as day. I knew in my heart 2 things. I knew that all those tokens that were out there, that there were people behind them. Number one,
exactly.
There were people. These weren't just tokens or dollar signs. There were people behind it. And I also knew something very powerful, that I thought, the money matters. That's life-changing money to me, no doubt, right? And I'm like anybody. But I also knew that the potential and the community was worth already at that point. And I didn't really even, I had a very, very minimal understanding of what's
crypto, going on, basically.
But I knew that there was something much bigger and much better by going forward with the project. And by the way, the night before, or the night that it went crazy, I had publicly said that I sold a little bit when it first took off. I didn't know what was happening. And then I made a vow to people that I wouldn't sell for 10 days. And, I'm a big believer in integrity and honesty. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm Mr. Perfect. Nobody's Mr. Perfect, but I can control my actions and can control whether I do what I say. And I'd said I wouldn't sell on top of that. So I was like, this seems like in my heart, it feels like this is something I want to do. And then subsequent to that, I made another 3-month pledge that I wouldn't sell. And I haven't sold any of my UFD since then. I've actually bought UFDs and I've done it all transparently. So to get back to your question, absolutely. It's, we are in such a unique, the situation that you and I are in right now, you're in the Canary Islands, right? I'm in a basement in St. Louis in the United States. You and I are talking, but there's also people all around the world right now who are joining us and who will watch the replay of this. Like this ability for us to build community, this ability of us to build relationships. And on top of that, the gift of the blockchain and crypto to really build some real tangible value is, I think it's a gift. I think we're like, sometimes I forget, I think we all forget, like we are on the leading edge of what is happening in the world right now. So there's a couple reasons why I decided.
All right, that's very interesting. I didn't expect such a full answer, but very, very. I do. But
well, you know what? You know what, buddy? You know what, Sportist? This is your live stream. When you want me to be quiet, you just say, "Shut up, Ron."
No, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
Not only, and by the way, not only would Susie upstairs, the camera's angle's different today. That everybody knows would love if you told me to shut up. But she also loves the St. Louis Blues, whose jersey you're wearing today. So there you go. Yeah.
Yes. Decided to wear something special to
that. She gave you a shout out, and she also said, "Shut up." Anyway, go ahead, buddy.
Well, after I was also wondering, there must have been a moment when UFD stopped being a joke for you and
Yeah.
became a responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a certain moment when that happened, or that was like in a span of time, or why?
Yeah, it was probably around that time when, like I talked about, when I was on the screen porch, and I realized, like, there are people out there who are believing in this. That I mean, because look, everybody, I won't go through the whole story, but this was an experiment. And I don't like to call
Yeah,
it a joke because I knew what I
yeah,
was. I kind, I knew what I was doing. Um, but what's cool about UFD is like it was really a community takeover from the very
yeah,
beginning, right? I mean, it was. I did. It was.
yeah,
I didn't. It wasn't necessarily. It was me taking that action, but the community has made it what it is. And I think
yeah,
when I realized very early on, and it's maybe something honestly I think most people out there in the community wouldn't say that it's a downfall of mine, but sometimes I do. I feel very responsible to the people in the community and to the UFD project, and it's really because I kind of early on understood how important this was, and how people were trusting me, and like, to me, trust is everything. I mean, before I got into crypto, I built, and I still have, a what most people would say is a pretty successful gold and silver YouTube channel, because I love
yeah,
gold and silver as well. And I built that on trust, right? To me, that's like the most important thing. Like, I'm not going to tell people what to do. I've never told anybody you should buy UFD. I've never told
mm,
people you should buy a stock or gold or silver or anything. But what I have been able to, I think, build with people is trust. I'll say, this is what I've done.
yeah,
But remember, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not perfect. So that building of trust, to me, and that relationship, and then the relationships that have been built in UFD, that's everything, right? I mean, I'm talking relationships that I have with people. I'm building a relationship with you right now,
yeah,
but I've built relationships with people over the last year within UFD. To me, that's like the most valuable thing in the world. I mean, money matters, right? We all need to eat and pay
yeah,
bills and everything else, but at the end of the day, like, community and trust, those are things. And I think what's cool, I mean, it's not cool. It's actually, I think it's a benefit to good people that are in crypto, but there's a lot of mistrust in crypto. You and I, we could, and
yeah,
I don't like to focus on it. I don't even really like to talk about it that much, because we all know what goes on out there. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say I've lived I'm a perfect person, because I'm not. Nobody
obviously,
is. But I think it's a big advantage. I mean, crypto has so many advantages because of the way the blockchain was set up, but to come in, and again, it wasn't a strategy. It was just me doing like the next right thing over and
yeah,
over and over.
yeah,
And I,
slowly,
yeah,
step by
that
step.
it's a big advantage. And I believe the more time goes by, the bigger advantage that it will continue to be, that people have projects where they can trust you, right?
Yeah,
But you got to build that, right? And me too.
obviously not.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
to build it.
Over
I
time.
read something once that said trust is accumulated like drop by drop, but it can be lost in like one thing. So anyway,
Yeah,
that's my thought on that.
it's very true. It's very
Mhm.
true. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, as you said, the people and building that trust over time is, I guess, the most important thing in
Yeah.
projects like this. Like, you can't even value that with money, and like you said, the community and all those values. I mean, I encountered that in Web3 when I first went in Nifty Island with Web3 gaming,
Hmm.
and that was insane as well. Like, the support we got from those people as well, can in the cancer fight, and after, and even until now, lots of them like my posts and stuff like that. And then we DM, and like Turbo Dragon, who we also do streams together. Also, we were grinding an airdrop for a year together and lost and won, and lots of things happened. But yeah, like all these relationships, and even now in the UFD, like I've had already have almost a couple of friends or good connections with, for example, this around 98 or Coral, UFD Coral. I already ordered myself a UFD hoodie.
Yeah, UFD Corral.
Yes. Such an awesome
UFD Corral, right? I mean, one of our key
yes,
community members. Great guy. Great guy.
And reached out to me and some others like Nico or Nido. I'm sorry, if also sent me an NFT of UFD, which was such a lovely present, and another person, I think around 98. But yeah, that was so amazing just to feel so welcome as well. And I've only had a couple of communities in the whole Web3 from my experience that I managed to feel like this. So.
And I'm sorry, and I will try to keep my mouth shut, but I want to touch on a couple things. Number one, most people, the exciting thing is that I believe most people in the world, are good people. So, it gives projects like yours, projects like UFD, the opportunity, like our addressable market, like our available pool of people who can be interested in practice. Most people are good everywhere you go. I think in every country, everywhere on the planet, most people just want the same things, want to belong, want to be part of something. So I think that's exciting. The other thing, because I'm probably doing a bad job of doing this, but again, I want to reiterate that like you are also a UFD community member, and it's really heartwarming. That's probably like the best thing that I can hear all day is for you to talk about, when I came into UFD, when I interacted a little bit, I met some really good people, right? And that's because good attracts good, which is what we say. And, sounds a little corny sometimes, but
it is true.
It's true. And most people good attracts good, and I love it, right? And I think I actually made that one up myself, but it gives us this really cool, unique opportunity. It's funny because it hit me last night. I was just like, it just came into my mind. It's like, as I think about UFD, and I was like a tagline, and I thought like UFD, like it feels good. I mean, like we're a meme coin. We've got all this intricate community, that all these things going on. But at the end of the day, it feels good to be part of UFD. Sorry, go ahead.
No, but that's very true. I do feel quite like I can relate in quite a bit with what you guys do as well. So then one more thing, actually two more things I wanted to ask. But the first one was obviously I bet there were people who were there with you from the start till the beginning, some who left and stuff like that. But what was that surprised you the most about the people that stayed with you all the way through, like through all the ups and downs? What was the thing that?
Well, because I know firsthand, right? I mean, I do a live stream every day for UFD, and I'm working on UFD every day. I think it inspired me to know that there's other people out there who are willing to have the discipline and the grit, right? The grit meaning like sometimes you just got, and determination to keep working every single day.
Because not all days are good,
Right. No, right. Yeah. Exactly.
That consistency is not easy for anyone.
Yes. The maturity of the people in the community and the quality of the people, Sportists, I say it almost every single day that the overall quality, and that doesn't mean what professional designations they have or how much money they have. It's nothing to do with it. I just mean like the quality of the people that are like honest, they have integrity, they're hardworking. And that's probably, again, one of the big reasons why I was, so excited and continue to be excited about the project and about crypto in general. Because I go back, I'll say it again. I promise I won't say it again, but there are so many really good quality people in the world. I think the bad people get a lot of the attention, right?
Because they're usually the loudest. That's the
yeah,
thing. I
right,
mean,
right. Or they're doing things that create outrage. So people are like, oh my God, like, let's use an example, a rug pull. And as I still see, I saw one the other night, the last night or the night before, some guy who keeps doing these rug pulls on people, and so they get a lot of attention. But the reality is, for each one of those people, there's like 1,000 just decent, good people that want to be part of something that's safe and reliable, and where they can feel good and have some fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very, very relatable. And the last one is a bit did it ever to start feel heavy, like doing all of this? Like,
yeah. I mean, you're kind of in the same position I am with the project now that you're running.
I'm guessing no, in a different position, but in a similar, I guess, in a way. Yeah.
You mean, did I ever start to feel heavy, like, oh, this is too much?
If you think like all these crypto things, oh my God, it's killing me, or does it just fuel you to do more, or because there's not only good things happen, lots of DMs, I bet are.
Oh yeah. Sure.
And that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
How do you also handle those days?
Well, I love this concept that anything worth achieving in life is going to take work, and that there's going to be bad days. Okay. It's just the reality of life. And, you can't have good days unless you have bad days. And, the idea that, and this is just the reality. Most people give up on things, right? Most people say, I can't, I don't want to do this, I quit. That by if it's something that you really believe in, something that you really know is a project or a commitment that's worth keeping, that when you hit those points, that's actually a good thing, because that's when all your competition quits. That's when everybody else says, I'm done, I give up, blah, blah, blah. And sure, I've been through that many times. And I've been through it throughout my whole life. I'm 55 years old. I can tell you what I've learned, right, is that and what I've observed, and just in life in general, is that the people who stick with things that they believe in are the ones that really wind up being successful. And there are going to be hard days.
That is true. I mean,
I don't like to focus on it, but there's going to be times like this that are awesome as well. And there's going to be everything in between. And sometimes I get a lot of DMs, right? And I get them like, oh my God, weird things, whatever. And I just try to keep steering my ship in the right direction, right? And doing what I need to do.
Focus.
Yeah. And focus and not, and realize, I mean, it's just, I think it's one of the most powerful things to realize in life. And it took me way too long. So maybe I can help some of the younger people out there, but it's like, anytime you get into something new, it's fun and it's exciting. Okay. And it's like a shiny red ball. It's like a new toy, however you want to say it. And no matter what it is, eventually reality sets in. And I heard this guy, Alex Hormozy, talk about it. He calls it the valley of despair, right? This thing that was fun and great. And this applies to so many things in life, relationships, marriages, whatever, right? Then you get to this point where you're like, oh, I didn't realize this about what, the reality sets in. And what's critical is to be able to move past that and get to a point where you're realistic about what you're doing, that yes, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but it's something that I still have as a goal. I want to keep pointing my ship in that direction. And if you stay with it, right, then success comes.
Sooner or later.
Yeah.
I do agree very, very much as well. again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, yeah, you speak a lot of what I do actually have in my mind. But I just remembered some things, like, for example, like, do you also have days, like, for example, before stream, I sometimes do that to make myself go live. For example, I post on X that I will go live in 1 hour.
Right. Yeah.
Because sometimes you're either scared or something
Oh, yeah.
happens, and something can happen in life, and you just want to find an excuse, to do
Absolutely.
something else or something, and then you bam. And
Yeah.
I think those are really also very many of those moments that make you or break you. I think that when you do want to give up and run away, you think, you know what? No, dude, let's go, let's sit down, and let's
yeah.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're saying, Sportist. And again, it's a powerful, I'll tell you a quick story. When I was 52, 51 years old, okay, I got a little job I do at night. And, I was at a point in my life where I felt like I was getting older, but I wanted to do something more. Like I knew I wanted to do, and I knew I loved YouTube, but I had never really stuck with YouTube. And long story short, I made this commitment to myself on my 52nd birthday. I'm like, I'm going to make a YouTube video, one video a day, and I'm going to learn something new about growing YouTube channels, making good videos, whatever. I'll make one video a day and I'll learn something every day. And I was so excited and, feeling like this is great. I'm going to do it. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. But I made this commitment that I would do it to myself for 1 year. And I knew from experience that at some point I was going to want to give up and not do it. Well, fast forward about 5 weeks into that, and I did it. I made a video every day and I learned something new every day for about 5 weeks. And then I came down here one morning, sitting right where I am right now, and it wasn't fun anymore. I was feeling down. I was like, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, people are making fun of me because I'm a YouTuber and blah, blah, blah. But I knew in my heart, because I knew enough about what was going on in the world, that this was really a big opportunity and a great thing. But I was just down here thinking, this is stupid. I should, you're making a fool of yourself. Give up, blah, blah, blah. And it dawned on me, I'm like, you knew this was going to happen. You knew you were going to hit that point where you didn't want to press the go live button or hit the record button. And I said, you said you were going to keep doing it. And I did. I made a video that morning. That was before I did live streams. I made a video, I edited it, and I got done. And I thought, well, this is going to be a really poor performing video because, I'm just not, motivated, and I was down. Okay. And I put the video out and it did really great. And it taught me a lesson. Like, you know what? Sometimes our minds can sabotage us. And you need to, we can be our own worst enemies. And I just kept going. And I had other periods like that. I know exactly what you're saying, right? Some mornings I'm down here and I'm like, oh, I got, that's part of life. And what for me, what overcomes it with UFD and the UFD live streams is I know that there's this incredible community of people out there, and I know that they're working hard every day, and that I can show up every day.
Yeah. I do also, yeah. I mean, if they can, why wouldn't you as well?
Right.
So,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was very inspiring and beautiful, actually.
Well, I can sit down here and lie. I always preach honesty and say, no, I'm excited. I am excited every day. And, but there's reality as well. And I'm not going to lie to you or to the other people out there. Everybody knows we all are kind of experiencing life, I think, in a lot of very similar ways. And which makes it important for us to be honest with each other. And that's how we build, if you're, I'll be quick as I say this, but if you're asking me that question, and because you know what it's like to go live, you know what it feels like. Sometimes it's scary, right?
Literally.
And I say to you, oh, well, no, for me, it's fun every day. I just, and it is fun every day. It is, right. But if I'm not on, then you're going to think, well, there's something wrong with me. Well, there's nothing wrong with you, Sportist.
Cheers, man. That was very nice. I mean, yeah, I honestly, just in general, just very happy we managed to
Yeah.
have this chat, and did expect, in general, not from UFD, not even from me, actually, a bit as well. Like, I mean, I never expected that. What I'm doing also will be able to affect so many people if you think about it. I've
Yeah.
had an interview with an actual lady who's fighting cancer here, and we also gave some advice and stuff like I didn't expect that anything of that's going to happen. I didn't, but slowly uh, I understood that. Yeah, just I understood my way, literally.
Yeah.
When I started doing this, I understood what I have to do with my life,
Hmm.
more or less. I kind of have this almost a revelation. Let's say when you're 33 years old and you're still thinking what you want to be when you
Yeah.
grow up.
Right.
Something like that, and then you find it. I mean, I knew I was an alright guy, and that
Hmm.
I knew that I can somehow find a way to maybe somehow help someone someday. But this all happened, and I have this opportunity to as
Yeah.
well help people, and I'll do my best to keep things in their favor as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, well,
to
and if
just
you and if you keep showing up, right, and you keep
yeah,
being willing to learn, I think that's important as well.
yeah, of
Not
course.
just for crypto projects, but just in life in general. And I was having this discussion with a guy from the UFD community last night, Exit the Matrix. I get very passionate when I talk about it. Like there's no excuses for any of us right now because we are living in a period of time where you can learn anything you want. You want to learn how
If
to
you
be a
think about it,
plumber?
yeah,
You want to learn how to be a
yeah,
plumber? Well, go watch, start watching YouTube videos about
exactly.
how to be a plumber. You want to learn how to do anything almost, right? It's like the opportunity. We're really gifted with this unbelievable because he was talking to me about these AI courses that are available from
Hmm.
Stanford University to learn about AI. And I'm like, it's
Hmm.
so wild. I mean, 30 years ago, you couldn't do that, right? I mean, there just wasn't this opportunity. So we've got this opportunity to learn and to connect. And Web3 is really more about, I think, the connection, right? As I know a lot about Web2 and YouTube and that like social media platform type thing. But I'll tell you what, in Web3, what we are doing right now, me and you and all the viewers, we got 155 people joining us from like we are like I think I would imagine that most of the viewers out there feel like they know you better now, know me better now, even though they may not be directly interacting with us. And it's
Yeah,
just a really cool, fortunate time. Sorry that we're living in that I think smart people are willing to take advantage of.
yeah, and you should definitely to use this time as much as you can, and as you said, people watching stream get to know you a little bit. That's why I wore the St. Louis shirt. I watched your streams, uh, So in a way, I also got to know you a little bit better, and I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I still do, and I almost made it as a tradition to watch UFD streams now. So I will continue doing that,
Uh, we
and just glad to hang out in the chat as well, as much as time lets me as well.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just awesome to
Yeah.
be a part of this too.
Oh,
And
and you know what? I want to say thank you to our my sponsors, Ron's Basement sponsors,
yep,
because I'm not here without them. So thank you to Ledger, right? Ledger is the cryptocurrency security leader. Their signer devices, Ledger Wallet, are now allowing people to do everything within the Ledger environment. And also, of course, MoonPay, because Sportist, I'm not here without MoonPay. It was literally my very first crypto transaction, and they are the fintech leader, growing, innovating, adding much value to the overall crypto world. I want to show before
heck
we
yeah.
go, you have 5 more minutes for me?
Sure, yes, sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to show. Oh, first off, here's your brother again, Rastalan TV. But I also want to show make sure I got the right one here. Hold on, here it is. All right, share this tab. The viewer should be seeing now the Sportist, right? Can they see that on the
Yes,
screen?
yes,
My
yes. This
my
is
other
my
monitor's not
yes.
working. right now.
Yeah, you can see my profile. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so this is the Sportist who's joining us this morning, and he goes by the handle at GVito15, where you can learn about him, follow him, and there's the token, right? $cancer would be if they want to. If people want to check that out.
There's the official website, restaurant.tv, where you can also check out that we're fully transparent as well about our donations and who we help and stuff like that.
Okay.
And a lot of information as well is on the website, so you can check that out for more things. I think there's also an interview with you on there.
Okay. Awesome.
So yeah. If you scroll down a little bit.
There's the website. There's Ravio, our friend, and that is awesome. Transparent ledger, love that.
Hey, Rob, were you
Yep.
gonna do a Coinbase update too?
Yes, thank you, Susie. Upstairs Susie chimed in. Okay, so here's the website, rastalan.tv, correct? That's cool.
Yep. Yes.
That is awesome. Yes. Yep, and Susie mentioned on the front of UFD news, and I want to be careful how I announce this, but apparently now, which is a big deal, Coinbase, the big exchange, centralized exchange here in the U.S., a lot of the UFD community is able to now purchase, and I guess the crypto community at large is able to actually purchase UFD tokens on Coinbase, which is a big deal. Honestly, and we're trying to figure out, some people can do it. Some people can't. I'm one of those who can't, but a lot of people, it's not showing up. And I think the general consensus at this point is that maybe as the servers update, I don't know. We're going to keep everybody.
Crypto apps in general are usually not the best ones.
Yeah, so it's in the prop, but definitely, and it's big exciting news. Yeah, that people are able to purchase unicorn fart dust on Coinbase, which can open us up, because a lot of people, and I'm sure you've experienced this as well. Some people that are new to crypto, I think Coinbase and the big centralized exchanges offer a good, an easier,
a good bridge. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. As opposed,
because I know a lot of people who have Coinbase but don't have a Phantom or MetaMask wallet, for example.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So that's exciting news. Sportist, is there anything I forgot to ask you, or?
No, just in general, was very happy to chat with you, man. I didn't expect that we will even have this chat, to be fair. So thank you for having me, and thank you for everything you guys do, and you in particular, and all the community. So just glad to be here.
Quick hello and thank you.
Okay. Hold on a second. Upstairs Susie's talking. Did you want to say hello and thank you?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on to the live stream today, and I look forward to seeing you on yours. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you, and to you as well. Lovely to meet you as well.
I tell you what, man. I say I'm not here without MoonPay, which is true, but I'm definitely not here without
Susie.
Yeah, she's.
I saw somewhere in the chat that she's the real CEO.
Oh yeah, she's a wonderful wife, friend, and overall, I say this behind her back all the time to people. I really believe like one of the most super good-hearted, nice people on the planet. So anyhow, thank you, upstairs Susie. We love you. Thank you, Sportist, for coming on. Okay, we'll do this again. Absolutely. Everybody out there, right? This is a fellow UFD duster, our friend the Sportist. But also he's running the Cancer meme coin. You can check that out as well. Check out their website, rastalan.tv was the website address, right?
Yes.
That we showed earlier. And and this is awesome. And I also, wait a minute, before I forget, I've got my list of dusters around the world. And as you can see, we added the Canary Islands, baby. This will be in the UFD. This will be in the Unicorn Fart Dust Community Museum at some point, and I'll always smile when I see that check mark next to I would have never thought that I would have the Canary Islands on that list. So
you never know. You never know.
Buddy, you never know.
Life's full of surprises. Life's full of surprises. Always.
That's right. All right, man. We'll talk to you soon. Everybody have a good day. Thank you to the viewers for joining us. Retweet this. Follow us on YouTube. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon.